And they just have up, they just end up here.
Showing me.
They will just end up good.
Copy say, Acha. Man dead.
No, that's not chicken, right? That's not chicken.
A chicken, man.
That's not chicken. Oh my God. That's not chicken, right?
Chicken when you always Nigerian.
Yeah,
Why, man?
What is?
Chicken, man.
Chicken, that's not chicken.
Man, went to my family, man. Man, ever play that one.
That's not chicken, right? That's not chicken.
Eh?
That's not chicken.
How would I?
Someone is still living on. Them two men can't live. Them man is still living on support. Them two men are still good enough. Man, you agree the same way.
Somebody can't call ambulance?
Up there, they are on the Waltham last night for Asia Avenue. Three of the man, three of them big man, I know them. You get me? Ezra and Lenky, them are Edwards. Yeah, man. Them, 70 some man died, get killed on a 77 lane Sunday night, and they decide so them are gonna look some soft target, some big man where play domino. The man them play domino if top of Asia Avenue, and the man go deal with the man them like that. Just senseless, you get me? You go look for the man them doing the things. Look for some other gangsters who are doing the things, but enough of them man them are cowards still, you get me? Enough of them man who in a crime, them are coward. Them now look for go do nothing against people where can help themselves and thing. Go look for some soft target. And kill them man, and then do them bad do them real bad. Mess up man. The Edwards family get a big lick last night, and only two brothers them were left back on the Waltham. Everybody else gone overseas or they in a Portmore area. So we look at man and decide so they know a big man and involved in nothing, them just have them little place and live together, two brother them on Asia, in the bottom of Asia. Man, we wake them up last night, You know, do like man them. You know, when this crime thing and when them all get a hold on this crime thing, I tell you.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. The voice note that you just heard and clippings from videos of an incident that took place off Waltham Park, Asia Avenue and 75th Lane. Based on the information, it is said that a group of men, elderly men, were playing domino at a bar when a group of men pulled up in a vehicle, came out with all sorts of all sorts of high-powered rifle, pretty much run them down and GUN them down. They did not even have to run them down. These were elderly men that thought that them live in an era, and yes, the era is crime-ridden, but they don't have any sorts of problem with anybody. They were wrong. They are guilty by association. If you live with the enemy, you shall also unlive, DIE, with the enemy. Such is the case in this case. So them take 5 of them at the bar on Asia Avenue, went to 75th Lane, and then took away the next person. 6 out of 6 striking 100%. Bay Farm Road and Waltham Park is now closed down for investigation. Like you heard the man said in the voice note, these are elderly people just playing domino regular basis. There was some sorts of pie out on 77th Lane, maybe on Sunday. Less than a couple of days later, these people decide that they want to get some sorts of reprisal. So therefore, they strike at some soft targets. That is the result. People, it is crazy what is going on in Jamaica with these gang feud, gang reprisal, payback, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth-ish. It makes absolutely no sorts of sense. Nothing but innocent people losing their lives. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about an incident that involved 7 school youths and a young girl that was seen all over social media, in which they were pretty much ABUSINGer of the SEXUAL type. Now, since then, everybody knows that at least 6 of those youths are in the custody of the Popo. They are waiting to be officially charged. Spoke to the mother a couple of days ago, gave you an interview that she did. And very importantly, the relevant authority, the CPFSA, has contacted the family. They are seeking therapy for both that young girl and the family. Take a listen, take a look at exactly what they have to say about the conditions or situation in Jamaica as it pertains to incidents unfortunate, disturbing as this. And then I'll give my piece.
The young girl and her family and met with them on Sunday, November 24th, and provided brief counseling. The child was referred to the Victim Services Division for additional support, and she's also to receive a medical assessment today, Monday, January 25th. And we will continue to work with the family through our Children and Family Support Unit. The levels of violence we continue to see being displayed by our children are of grave concern. And sadly, this also seems to be a reflection of the violence and disrespect towards women and girls that permeate our society. We need to do more now to protect our children and the future. These kind of maladaptive behaviors in our schools and communities must not be condoned. And we must teach our boys that masculinity is not synonymous with abuse.
Now, based on what we see going on in Jamaica, it is quite obvious that we are dealing with a new level of criminals, a different mindset of younger generation. They have zero respect for the schools, principals, teacher, zero respect for their parents, mothers and father, zero respect for strangers, zero respect for elders, zero respect for women. That is why we see actions like these being perpetuated in the school all over Jamaica. So I've been listening to some people and reading some comments in my comment section, and we hear some people say, is a loose girl. This is something that you do all over. We see people that are advocating for these youth well, not surprisingly, because we know that Jamaica changed, and you always have people that are going to be wrong and strong and try to victimize the victim even more. The truth and the fact is that it does not matter what this girl did or if her actions kind of led to the situation. There is no sorts of justification for anybody forcing anybody, even if she went willingly and was having sex with one youth or 2 youth. The fact that she said stop means that it should have stopped instantly. And regardless of videos that are out, because I actually have a video that was out after the fact that this youth was clotting her up and she was kind of trying to put up some sorts of weak resistance. The video that I got said that this is after the fact. You could clearly see her sitting on some sorts of bed, chewing gum, having some sorts of conversation or listening to the conversation. People, whenever you see a part of any sorts of video, you did not see the before, you did not see the after, you was not there, you cannot take up for anybody, especially the suspect. The victim is always supposed to be protected, whether she is loose or not. Stop means stop, no means no. It is sexual abuse, whichever angle that you want to look at it from. So I say this to say that whatever changes needs to be made by the relevant authority, the parent and the child involved, that is something that they would have to work on in the future. As it pertains to the present, these youth are supposed to get the full brunt of the law. Point blank and period.
Wanna call police?
Brian, try get in touch with Keita.
See that in phone, did they? See key, did they? Everything, did they? See key there? See phone, yeah? So what they take from him? What they kill DWAYNE for? What the fuck they kill DWAYNE for? Keita, come on, type blood girl.
I think Shante called Keita.
So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that your success make you a target in Jamaica. You could live in a neighborhood, help the neighborhood, help out everybody financially with money, lunch money, whatever it is, and you could still be a target, especially if you are a target of robbery, as in the case of Mr. 51-year-old Mr. Garfield, known as DWAYNE from Bamboo St. Anne. Based on information, it is said that he was taken out at his business establishment. The people heard all sorts of loud explosion, at least 7 in the Hazelwood district. Police was summoned. When they came on the scene, they saw DWAYNE laying in a pool of his own blood from the head, from the upper body, blowing bubbles. More than likely, he was not to make it. There was at least 7 spent shell on the ground. His wallet, his watch, his chain, his phone was still there. So this told you that this was not any sorts of robbery gone wrong. This was actually a hit. Here's the thing that concerns this. Based on the information, it is said that maybe a couple of months or so ago, Mr. DWAYNE's establishment, a bar and wholesale, was robbed. He had went to court, pressed some charges against some people. Those persons were suspect in the case. I guess they did not want the case to be called up in a court, so therefore they took him to the afterlife. People, this is an obvious, more than coincidence, that this man was scheduled to go to court. The suspects were supposed to go to court. However, they did not want to go to court. The moral of the story is this: people will rob you, people will con you up, people will take all sorts of advantage of you, and the system, the police, the judge, the court system is not there to help you. It will more make you be a bigger target, a victim that is victimized again. Such is the case as it pertains to this. Don't know if the suspects were out on bail or they made a couple of phone calls. However, this is more than coincidental. The chances are, the possibilities are that more than likely these are the suspects that put on some sorts of hit on DWAYNE so that he could not return to court. Point blank and period.
Excitement, createment. After all that excitement, look like an accident going on the road there. Okay, I'm going to check out how I go on. Watch out, General. Watch out, style. The same blouse and skirt thing there, go for the school as them. Same police that go for the school as them. After the week of this, we just passed the excitement. Watch it. No, how them reach over there, so? What a freak accident, aya. The man them just drive past, you know? Yeah, just drive past. One back of them, and I said to myself, I be there and I say, yo, see the man them I go for your school as them. Watch out, man. How them reach over there, so? You see me hear the sound, me I say, no, man. A police them, man, so them for them thing good. Them thing good. Every day, Jason and crew. Every day. See? Wait to say man must speed that come down. Lose it. Make this up. Straight over this up.
So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called stay out of pot's hole, especially when it is big, deep and wide. It could be detrimental to your health. You saw these popo, the person claims that it is the same popo that went for those 5 to 7 individuals that were accused of touching up that little girl, that school girl. Based on the information, it is said that they were on some sorts of mission once again. Don't know if the youth them, obey them, that they went for and arrested, or more than likely the possibilities are the same pothole in which persons that ply that same place have been complaining for months and years. I guess now that the popo are affected, Now that them flip and almost lose them life, Jamaica is a reactive instead of proactive place. Maybe the people from the era might get some sorts of results now, seeing that the poor almost lose them life. It takes somebody to die or almost lose their life getting injured badly for there to be any sorts of changes in a Jamaica. These people stubborn and fool like mules. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.